Good morning. It's a great pleasure for me to be able to have this opportunity to represent the European Economic and Social Committee in this AMET forum. It's really a disappointment that I couldn't be personally with you in this beautiful setting. However, it's really the 2 days in which we are holding our plenary session, and therefore I am obliged to remain within Brussels. However, you're discussing a very important subject, something which is very close to the heart of the ESC, because the ESC really supports the digital agenda in terms of one of the pillars of Europe 2020. And really, the ESC fully supports Vice President Kroes' ambition to have every single European digital. However, to achieve this, we need to strike a balance between the economical aspects of being digital and also the social aspects. And really striking balance is something the ESC has always sought to. Why? Because we are 344 members coming from 27 member states, and we get together to discuss and reach compromises on very topical issues. In terms of the digital agenda, we have during the last few years expressed ourselves on different areas within this subject matter, and therefore have quite clear positions agreed upon amongst employers' organizations in Europe, trade unions and worker representatives within Europe, and also NGOs and specific interest organizations. But really, as I said, it is striking the balance between having the economical aspects, but also the social aspects. And yes, the digital agenda does offer ample business opportunities. If one were to think just about the single market, the internal single market, being digital also gives greater opportunities for entrepreneurship and for small and medium enterprises to really develop their business model further. I do come from an island, and you might say, but what has an island got to do with mountainous regions, because you are all from mountainous regions, where there are a number of things which are common. But the first basic fundamental common thing is the fact that these regions are made up first and foremost of the people. Secondly, you have a number of challenges, but also a number of benefits which are derived from both regions. The benefits, one can say, is that these regions generally offer beautiful settings which are very much sought after by people from urban areas. In fact, we do have a number of displacements coming to mountainous regions and also island regions. But we do have challenges. Also, the challenges, one would say, is the fact that often we are cut off. So our geographical location makes it difficult in terms of infrastructure, for energy, for transport, for ICT and broadband. It also is a challenge in terms of demographies, where we know there is a changing demography. But also challenges for our economic industry, where you have different industries, but often they tend to be seasonal, such as tourism, such as fishing or farming. However, when it comes to the digital agenda, the one big challenge is actually having the infrastructure reach everyone, reach every area. And this is when we say every European digital, it means nobody is excluded, irrespective of which part of Europe this person is in, be it an island, be it a mountainous region, be it a very rural region. And for this reason, the ESC advocates that there should be proper programs to ensure that the infrastructure reaches all Europe. We advocate that this can be done through private-public partnerships. But it's very important that for them there to be an economic interest to reach every single area, we definitely need to ensure that there is also public support, and therefore we do ask for having public funding in ensuring that the infrastructure reaches all Europe. Currently, unfortunately, we know 20% of European households do not have access for broadband internet, and unfortunately this is in the most rural areas. But also in terms of business, we know that the ICT, that the digital world, will be offering also more jobs. The digital world has eliminated some jobs, but we know for every one job that has been eliminated, 2.3 jobs have been created. And we also know that in the few years to come, 9 out of every 10 jobs requires for somebody to be digitally literate. So e-skilling is very important. E-skilling does not mean to be able to use a computer, but also to be confident in the equipment one has, to be able to also critically assess whatever content is available in the digital world.